Sunny V2, the most offensive advertisements ever made. Quite interesting, honestly. It's a bit of a diversion. That's not that's not the right word. It's a bit of a different thing than he usually does on his channel. So I'm quite curious how it'll turn out.
Would you fly on in for a September 11 deal? What about some serious?
Okay, I think we need to pause real quick. Not only is it a 9/11, it's also Subway, aka the same Subway that had a literal diddler as their main mascot. Truly amazing. Truly amazing.
What about some cereal to cope with the Boston Marathon bombing? These are the most offensive.
How the fuck are these real? I've never seen any of this. Hello, Death. Welcome. How are these real? These can't be real. This is insane.
Ad campaigns ever. In 2011,
Let me turn off the
Mexican
music.
restaurant Hacienda rented this specific billboard on which they'd referenced the Jonestown massacre, where cult leader Jim
Jesus.
Jones had killed his entire following by spiking their Kool-Aid with poison. So what did
I'm not
the
sure if that's
restaurant's
allowed.
billboard say? We're like a cult with better Kool-Aid, and their drinks were apparently to die for. Hacienda's
I just can't believe these decisions. Like, who the fuck makes these? Do they like have like? I feel like it's just the same fucking like guy going around all of these companies and just trolling him. Surely, if there's that many, I wasn't aware there was this many. Fucking hell, there has to be just one guy. There's no way there's that many fucking brain dead people. They must all have like one marketing guy, like markets for tragedies. I was like, let me turn off my fucking hell. Shut the fuck up, phone. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Jesus. Fucking phone won't stop ringing. I put it on silent, there we go. So it doesn't disturb me during the stream, as I'm not expecting a call today. Actually, I put it on vibrate to be fair, so, you know, in case it is something important, I know. I don't want it to be heard on the fucking mic though. That would be kind of cringe.
of Sales and Marketing explained, our role is not to be controversial or even edgy. We want to be noticed and there's a difference. We have a responsibility to advertise.
I think it is pretty fucking edgy, honestly. I mean, that'd be like me selling like a spray. You know what I mean? And then being like, making a reference to Shokai Sahara and his fucking cult where they fucking use sarin gas and shit and being like, man, this is sarin spray. You'll smell great. I don't know what the fuck that example was, but then again, it's like this is exactly, you know, related all too well or all too positively. I mean, both are spray, gas, similar enough.
With care, and that's why we're pulling this
It's absurd.
ad. We made a mistake and don't want to have a negative image in the community, yet this wouldn't be their last controversial billboard. 5 years later in 2016, the restaurant made another reading,
the best Mexican food this side of the wall,
which quickly went viral.
Oh, dude.
Really disappointed Hacienda continues to push.
Yikes! Bro, not only once did they fuck up. They fuck up twice. Twice they fuck up. Holy shit. I'm sure they got backlash for the first one, so how do you mess up again? If you do something wrong, people tell you that you fucked up. Surely you won't do it a second fucking time. What kind of an idiot do you have to be to do it a second time? It has to be just intentional. To piss people off.
Asked what is acceptable for advertising.
Like their sales must have jumped up after the first one, surely.
Not a fan of most of their billboards, but this is just too much. Hashtag take it down. Others showed their support in comments such as this one.
Oh, he like makes the hashtag go red as if that, at least as if this is like some kind of threatening thing for the company. Oh no, a hashtag. What are we going to do with the hashtag?
But this is just too much. Hashtag take it down. Others showed their support in comments such as this one. Yet unlike their previous billboard, Hacienda says it has no plans to apologize for or.
I'm assuming, by the way, that half of these brands I probably won't know because they're all gonna be American, and they're probably American exclusive, or well, Mexican as well, in America still. The chains, that is, they're still in America. That's what I meant. So I doubt I'll know half of these.
Move the ads. Their vice president explained,
we don't intend to upset anybody, but we do wish you
I'm not laughing at this specific. I'm just laughing at the part that's gonna come later for like, saw it in the intro, the fucking 9/11 subway shit. They're like, we're not intent to upset anyone.
And Lee's Discount Liquor applied a similar strategy. Alcohol, it's cheaper than therapy. If alcohol is not the answer, change the question.
Oh, dude, you can't fucking advertise alcohol to people who need mental help, dude. What the fuck? That's more fucked up than the fucking 9/11 shit.
You look like
That actively damages people.
And perhaps so did the people who tried to get the billboards banned. Take down billboards stating Lee's Liquor is cheaper than therapy.
That's fucked
The
up. That
owners
one's
of
really
Lee's
fucked
Liquor
up.
has failed to remember the implications of alcohol regarding DUIs, broken families, and when people commit manslaughter. Lee's Liquor owners think this is funny. Take this billboard down. Various comments agreed, such as, "This is irresponsible advertising. You can sell alcohol without crossing this boundary,"
Yeah.
whereas the humor was liked by others.
Just be like The Rock, you know, and just include your alcohol in everything, even when you're eating like fast food. Like, do you still remember that from like the earlier video that we reacted to? Bro literally just had like a fucking bottle of alcohol with his fucking burger. It's like, I think it was whiskey or some shit with a burger.
Others. Hey dude, get a life. It's a very funny sign. I wish we had more signs in Vegas.
Yikes! I don't know if I agree with that. A very funny sign. I'm not sure if that's. I think it does more damage than, you know, it gives people laughs. You know, I'm pretty sure it does more damage than, you know, chuckles.
Like this. If you don't like the billboard, go back to Utah. Lee's Discount Liquor ran their own billboard controversy poll, which found that 77.2% of people called the ad clever and not offensive, yet this didn't
Wait,
stop
for
a
real?
mandate to take the billboard down.
I think it's pretty fucking offensive. I mean, I don't even see the comedy in it, to be fair. What, it's making fun of therapy being expensive. I mean, first of all, expensive. I'm not sure if it's how expensive it is in America. Here, it's not like it costs God knows how much. You know what I mean? It's affordable, like to a certain extent. But like, don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. But I don't know. I doubt it's that fucking expensive that like to the point where it's absurd and nobody could ever afford it, which would warrant it, you know, being made fun of. But even then, you shouldn't make fun of it because obviously it's a fucking very serious thing. That you know, that kind of campaign could discourage people from getting therapy, which could lead to them, you know, I don't think I need to say it.
Reddit reading, "Are you an alcoholic? We can help," although they weren't offering counseling, but rather an alcohol delivery service. In all seriousness, I assume it's just a bad translation and meant, "Do you enjoy alcohol? We can help," but yeah, really should have run that by a native speaker
Yeah,
first.
that's kind of
In that
fucked.
very same year, British supermarket Tesco...
That's kind of like the same thing that whenever there's like a, what was that guy again on TikTok who was like an alcoholic? What's his name? The guy who's like King of New York. What's his fucking name again? I forget. I think that's his literal like TikTok handle. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think he was also like literally just getting encouragement from people to like get drunk and drunk. Not everyone. I think most people telling him to stop, but that was sure there was like a couple of people. I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But it's the same thing. You should definitely not encourage alcoholics to continue being alcoholics. That's a really bad thing to fucking do. Especially like, for example, in that guy's case, his fucking life got fucked up. You could like tell from like all the TikToks of him. Not that I've seen him. I've only seen videos about it. I guess I've seen the TikToks through the videos, but still, same thing. I've seen the effects of it. That it had on that guy.
In the infamous horse meat scandal, where one of their burgers was found containing 29% horse meat. Well, only 2 days after the scandal broke, Tesco tweeted, "It's sleepy time, so we're off to hit the hay." See you at 8 a.m. for more Tesco tweets, and the replies weren't too pretty. "You're hitting the hay? Well, I suppose the poor horses don't need it anymore."
Yikes.
Maybe hitting the hay wasn't the best choice of words right now. Plenty of room on the hay now that we've eaten all the horses. Tesco responded by
Yikes. Fucking yikes, dude. Like, out of all things, you're gonna make a pun? Really?
tweeting, "I'm terribly sorry." That tweet was scheduled before we knew of the current situation. We never intend to make...
It was a mess up. Calm down! Calm the fuck down!
light of it. And in case this wasn't bad enough, Tesco
They're
then
just
had to
pre-fired.
scrap a
It's all
segment
good.
of its
They're just
latest
pre-fired.
advert, as it was due to include images of a horse. The horse was apparently said to be used in a humorous context, but while Tesco was simply a victim of bad timing, recipe website Epicurious was a victim of bad thinking. Because after
There's
the
a fucking, there's a lot of companies in this, but we're like 4 minutes in. There's so many companies. Jesus Christ. I did not expect this much.
They deposed 2 insane tweets. In honor of Boston and New England, may we suggest whole grain cranberry scones. Boston, our hearts are with you. Here's a bowl of breakfast energy we could all use to start today. The tweets were quickly shared to a media training website which wrote, "Get your legs blown off by a terrorist? Try these scones. Lose a cherished friend? Maybe this bowl of breakfast energy can help," which then turned into articles by Mashed and Business Insider, as Epicurious was labeled
Yikes.
by the public morons, idiots, dickheads, and pathetic. The company
Yeah, honestly,
responded
that's
with
probably the worst kind of criticism that you can get, you know, just like one word shit, because people are like, that means that you're so fucking dumb and what you're saying is so stupid that people don't want to even fucking give you the time of day of typing, you know, fucking a longer comment explaining to you why you're stupid, because they feel like it's so obvious that they can just fucking call you an idiot and move on with their day. That's how you know you truly fucked up and you said something really dumb. Or did something really dumb.
A repeatedly tweeted template apology isn't genuine. It's a form letter. The steady stream of identical tweets does nothing to engage with the audience and express human remorse, but were Epicurious's tweets as bad as Kenneth Cole's? Millions are in uproar in Cairo. Rumor is they heard our new spring collection is now available online.
This one I don't get. Hopefully he explains it. I mean, you know, Cairo's in Egypt, but what the fuck was happening? Right, Egypt on the brink of chaos, millions in the streets ready to erupt. What happened? I don't remember hearing about this situation.
The uproar had actually come from protests in Egypt, where 846 people were killed. Kenneth Cole quickly apologized.
I did not hear that
before
situation,
making the
surprisingly
same
enough.
mistake only 2 years later. In response to the Syrian civil war, he'd tweet, "Boots on the ground or not, let's not forget about sandals, pumps, and loafers, sneakily advertising."
What is wrong with these companies? How fucking dumb can you be? How would they think that this is a good idea?
His new
I mean, okay,
line
to
of
be
shoes.
fair, it might actually be a good idea, marketing-wise, because just like with YouTube videos and being a YouTuber or a streamer, it's better to get people upset than have them have like no emotion whatsoever. You know what I mean? Just neutral, or, like no opinion, no hate, no love. It's better to have hate or love than neither. It's actually better. So I'm not sure if that translates to sales of a product, but if it does, then it might be actually pretty smart on that side. But it's pretty fucking fucked up and immoral.
But at least he had the decency to avoid September 11, unlike this TV commercial by
Oh, I thought we were gonna go out to
Nature
Subway.
Fund. It began by explaining in 2001, one of the worst tragedies in the history of humanity killed 2,819 people, before showing a bunch of other planes to articulate that in 2005 the tsunami killed 280,000 people.
Okay, that is fucking. That is the stupidest fucking thing I have ever heard in my fucking life. People apply the same fucking logic to other shit, and it's the dumbest thing you can possibly fucking do. Just because something worse has happened does not make the bad thing that just happened any less bad. Just because there's something worse that happened. That'd be like basically any fucking event happens that's really bad. People die, whatever. And then you basically go on and say like, oh well, in World War II, there was way more casualties. Like, yeah, so your point being, yeah, nobody's fucking saying this is the worst thing to ever happen in history. It's saying it's one of the worst things because it fucking is. Especially for such a like, such a short time. Fucking hell.
That's 100 times more
So
deaths.
fucked up.
The message of the ad was that our planet is brutally powerful, yet it felt like they were minimizing the severity of 9/11
Yeah, exactly.
to highlight a natural disaster that couldn't have been avoided. Not only is the message offensive, but it's scientifically flawed. All the carbon reductions and recycling in the world won't prevent tsunamis. Advertising double fail. The
Yikes.
commercial was so offensive that
Yikes.
WWF tried to claim it did not authorize its production or publication, yet there was another 9/11 ad that was somehow even worse.
Now we come to the
It
subway.
began to circulate in September 2013.
Yeah, okay, I just now know. Yeah, I just now know. You don't need to outline it, fuck's sake. I just now noticed these fucking the twin towers in the plane. That's so fucking. Oh my god. How fucking stupid can you be? Is this after or before they hired the pedophile to be their mascot? That's what I'm curious about.
And flying toward 2-foot-long subs, which you could buy for a price of $9.
Beforehand, I'm assuming.
The ad was captioned with 2 pieces of text. Fly on in for September 11th, and you will never forget this deal. But was the ad actually legitimate?
Okay, that's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad.
Satirical news site,
Oh, thank fuck. I actually thought it was genuine. I actually thought it was genuine. Fucking hell.
Which wrote from the structural steel melt on Tower 7 grain bread to the Twin Towers cold cut combo with ground zero carb vinaigrette on Let's Whole Wheat Roll. We've got something for everybody this September 11. Despite clearly being a joke, a man named Travis tried to cash in on the deal, printing.
Oh no. Well, I'm fucking glad it's a joke, but to be fair, honestly, I bet you didn't think it was a fucking joke. I bet you didn't fucking think it was a joke for a very simple reason. We all know who Jared is. That would not be beyond or below Subway to do, you know? Or beyond Subway, I suppose you could say. It wouldn't be beyond them to do such a thing. They've already had a diddler, be their mascot. Like, I doubt they're really, careful about trying not to fall even lower than they have.
The ad to bring to his local Subway, which they unbelievably accepted.
They actually fucking accepted it. No, the funny thing is, I bet they only accepted it after he was like bothering him for like 5 minutes straight. And they were like, fine, just fucking make the thing for him so he fucks off.
It's a good coupon? It's good? Okay.
He and his friend were totally baffled.
Dude, I can't believe they did that.
Even showing their receipt to prove they hadn't lied. If the coupon itself wasn't hilarious enough, the fact that Subway accepted it as a legitimate coupon had me rolling.
Nah, it's kind of fucked up though that they if they didn't actually bother them until they fucking did it for him. If they just like took it instantly and looked at it and were like, yeah, okay, that's actually kind of fucked up that they didn't like get a little bit suspicious when reading 9/11. Oh, it's kind of fucking weird, It's kind of odd. It's kind of odd.
However, wasn't impressed. Like everyone, we are deeply offended by the fake story and ad created by The Onion. The story received coverage in a Sydney Morning Herald
It is defamatory,
article, which highlighted
most likely.
9/11
I'm pretty sure,
that
in
was
a court
instead
case.
completely genuine. The now closed
I think we know who'd
Tumbledown
win.
Trails Golf Club in Wisconsin posted this newspaper ad reading 12th anniversary of 9/11. To commemorate this, we are offering 9 holes with cart for only $9.11 per person, or 18 holes with cart for only $19.11. The owner
Dude,
of the course
that's
said
not.
the golf club.
That's. Why would you do that? I bet they put instead of like the 1 flag in the hole, I bet they put 2, just to be quirky. One of them was shorter than the other as well.
Began the promotion 2 years
Fucking
ago
hell.
on the 10th anniversary of the attacks, and until now it had been warmly received as a way to ensure people never forgot the tragedy. He'd therefore add, we're a little hurt by the fact that people are putting such a negative context on this. I thought people would appreciate it. It seemed the owner at least had some good.
Is he fucking brain dead? As if fucking. How could you, as a normal functioning member of society, how would you fucking think that people will actually appreciate that and be like thankful or grateful in any way or understanding? In fact, that is insane.
Good intentions, although so did these 3 companies when they used hashtags incredibly wrong. Sweets company Entenmann's wrote, who's not guilty about eating all the tasty treats they want without.
I'm not familiar
realizing
with
not
any
guilty.
hashtags, so hopefully he does explain, because I have no idea what. I don't go on Twitter. I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I only use it to post and not very often, and I never actually browse it. So
Was trending due to Casey Anthony's trial for the murder of her baby. They'd respond by tweeting, sorry everyone, we weren't trying to reference the trial in our tweet. We should have checked the trending hashtag first. Fashion
yikes!
brands
They
like
actually just
Motif
looked at the
wrote,
trending hashtags. Were like, oh, how can we integrate this into our tweet? That's where the brain process just stopped. They were like, how can we integrate this? Oh, okay, we found a way. That's great. We don't need to look at what it actually is. No
Hashtag
need.
Aurora is trending, clearly about our Kim K inspired Aurora dress, although this wasn't exactly true. The hashtag was trending due to the Batman movie theater shooting, which killed
I remember
12
that.
people in Aurora, Colorado. We are incredibly sorry for our tweet.
I don't remember when it was happening. It was probably happening. I was still a kid, but I remember hearing about that case. I think I watched a couple of videos online about it when I was like watching a fuck ton of true crime videos.
AR is not US based and did not check the reason for the trend. At that time, our social media was totally
Yeah, again, just check the fucking trend. Is it so hard? It's literally on the, if you already see it, right? On your little fucking here on the fucking right side, right, of Twitter, you see it's fucking like trending. Is it that hard to just do like hover? Left click.
And simply thought it was another trending topic. We have removed the very insensitive tweet and will of course take more care in the future to look into what we say in our tweets. Then there was DiGiorno's Pizza who wrote #why I stayed, you had pizza, which was a hashtag started by women explaining why they stayed in abusive relationships. Unsurprisingly, the
Yikes.
company
I mean, honestly, kind of funny though how like that's like unintended. Like, they're basically unintentionally fucking themselves over, or like portraying themselves as like as their customers, like being in an abusive relationship with them because they're fucking obviously, you know, probably eating a shit ton of pizza and being super fucking unhealthy. It kind of fits, honestly. Did they misuse it? Did they really misuse it in this case? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Tweeted a million apologies, did not read what the hashtag was about before posting, and to their credit they spent the entire day responding to every complaint authentically. All social media experts, please take a lesson from DiGiorno Pizza. When you step in it, you give real apologies.
That is nice,
excuses.
I suppose.
Good job. However, Home Depot never got the memo, as they'd do the exact opposite. After posting a tweet which produced the article, Home Depot apologizes for racist game day tweet, terminates agency responsible. So what did the tweet say? Which drummer is not like the others, attaching a photo that showed black people next to a monkey?
I'll just let it play.
You could argue it wasn't that bad given it said, which drummer is not like the others, although it's hard to know what Nivea was thinking when headlining an ad with the words white is purity. The campaign was so wild people didn't believe it was real, although others tried to argue that the world was overreacting. Is the US so obsessed with race now that the
I mean, regardless, I mean, I agree, right? The world is very, like, you could, if you're a normal, rational human, you will know what they meant. Right? The issue is most humans are not rational. So they immediately go to race because, I mean, to be fair, it is a real problem, right? So, and people do think about that day to day, especially Americans. So I think if you're an American brand that has primarily an American audience, you should probably be careful about how you word certain things. You need to be aware of, like, you know, stuff going on.
Americans think when they read white isn't the color but race. People, stop seeing everything with identity politics tinted glasses. Then there was this ad by Big Pens reading, look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss, which was hilariously designed to celebrate Women's Day.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. For women, they're gonna tell women to act like men. Makes flawless logic. Flawless logic.
It. If it's quite alright with you, Bic, I'll look like a woman, act like a woman, think like a woman, and work like a woman, and you can F right off like an idiot. To make matters worse, Bic had launched the Bic for Her pen range 3 years prior, which had already been slammed as sexist.
And they're just like regular pens, except they're pink, so they cost twice as much.
Is that actually the fuck? Is that actually? I'm not laughing at Ellen, by the way. I'm just laughing because she's just reiterating whatever the fuck the thing is. Is that actually fucking true? They actually make the pens pink and then make them expensive just because of that? Like, no additional functions, nothing else. And then, like, brand it as, like, Women's Day stuff? That's fucking insane. That is actually insane. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure that still happens to this day with like, women's products. Where they're just, like, amped up the price and made fucking pink. And, like, sometimes, like, for example, specifically for Women's Day, new products will be made specifically for Women's Day, which are, ironically, more expensive as well, you know? To celebrate women. Women got a slight pay raise. To celebrate this, we're gonna make everything more expensive so you can spend that new money on something.
That is absolutely true as well.
Well, at last, pens for us ladies to use. Now all we need is for her paper, and I can finally learn to write. I was.
Yeah, we need pink toilet paper too, so they can wipe their ass with something, you know. Like poor women, they can't wipe their ass with normal toilet paper, and it's not feminine enough. It needs to be pink, guys. Come on.
disappointed to find that only 1/5 of the pens I received were pink. Or maybe more, I can't do maths. These pens fit perfect in my hands, but hubby feels they are unnecessary since he writes all the checks.
Yeah,
I'd
that's kinda
explain
funny.
more, but I have to go make him a sandwich.
Ah, fuck's sake. Well, that's a pretty good summary of that. That's a pretty good summary.